the increase in towers by telcos, there is strong demand opportunity for us, and we will continue to receive such orders.
Okay, sir. Sir, on the press release, like we have mentioned, inventory build-up will clear from Q2 FY24 onwards. So what is the triggers are there to clear those inventories on operator levels? Especially you can share what kind of environment in Europe, US, and China and other markets.
Look, inventory would get cleared up with this increase in demand of fiber optic cable. With this demand increasing, this inventory will automatically get cleared up.
Okay, sir. Sir, on the price levels for... Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Balasubramanian.
On the price levels of optical fibers and optical fiber cables, earlier we have mentioned in the calls around optical fibers around 250 rupees per fiber kilometer and OFC side.
No. 250 rupees was the fiber, not cable.
Yes, sir. Fibers and OFC is around 950 levels. So what is the price range right now? And have we seen any improvement?
This fiber price remains around the same 250, 260 rupees per kilometer. Almost, you can say that 250 to 275, depending upon who is the manufacturer and how good is quality and all that. And fiber, as far as this is concerned, cable is concerned, it is around this 1,000 rupees, around 1,000 rupees. Some will have a little bit more, some would have a little bit less, but it is around 1,000 rupees per cable, fiber kilometer of cable.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sir, on that Poland plant, you mentioned it's around 15.9 million. It's a euro or dollar terms?
Euro
terms. Okay, sir. So in this 3.2 million fiber kilometer capacity, what kind of peak revenue potential in those plants?
About 350 crores.
350 crores. And this scaling up to 7.5 million cable, when is expected, sir? Is 3.2 million and 7.5 million, any timeline?
I could not understand your question. Be a little clear when you speak.
No, sir, like execution timeline for those capacity completion.
Yeah, the 3.25 million capacity, we are targeting to start manufacturing from April of next financial year.
Okay, sir. Sir, and the overall, we have seen that when we can expect this large order inflows from new telecom products and defense side, and could you share?
We already have significant order book for our new product, telecom equipment products. Of the 2,000 crore revenue I am expecting, we have more than 1,500 crores worth of order already in our hand. More than that, about 1,700 crores. So expectation of 2,000 crore of revenue from this telecom equipment products is not a problem at all. In fact, we may be much higher than 2,000 crores, which I am not projecting. But when you have 1,700 crores of order in hand, the whole year is there. 11 months of the year are still left. You can definitely expect more orders which would be executed in the current year itself. So there is already a robust order book, and I expect as we start supplying of some equipment like fixed wireless access equipment, as I mentioned, of 600 crore rupees order, I expect more orders to come. And also, export is a good potential for these equipment. There also I export reasonably good orders. So order book is already there, but we will, as we supply, we keep on getting more orders.
Got it, sir. Got it. Sir, on that balance sheet, we have seen capital work in progress around 154 crore. And how much capex we have spent in this financial year, and how much we are planning for FY25 and 26?
So we have already spent about 140 crores of capex in this financial year. And total capex expected to be this year and the next year, 2 years now I'm talking about, is about 900 crores.
Okay, got it, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. The last question, any plans to enter in interconnect
Sorry to
cable?
interrupt you, sir. I request you to come back for a follow-up question.
Yes, thank you, madam.
The next question is from the line of Himanshu Jain from Tiger Assets. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible, Mr. Himanshu, perfectly audible.
Congratulations on great set of numbers, sir. I have two questions.
Yeah.
One, what is the expected order book completion timeline? And the second one being, what is the expected rollout time according to you for 100% 5G rollout in India?
Look, expected timeline of orders, different in different orders. There are so many orders. It's not one order. So, for example, this order of fixed wireless access, we expect about 5 months timeline to complete that. About 5 months now. This can be 6, this can be 4. For BSN order for 1100 crores, we take at least 8 to 9 months time for completion. Certain orders for this turnkey contracts, we expect about a year to complete. So, different timelines are there for different orders. The BSN order for UBR, we expect a timeline of 3 to 4 months to complete. So this is extends from 3 months to 12 months, different orders and different timelines. And your second question was when would the 5G network deployment will get completed? Himanshu, this is network deployment never gets completed. It always continues. As the subscriber increases, more number of towers are required, more number of base stations are required, more connectivity solutions are required. So this keeps on going on. And while this is going on, there is a change in technology. Like 4G happened, then 5G has happened. Earlier 3G was there, 4G came. 4G, after that 5G has come. 5G is there, now 6G will come. So this will ever continue. This is not going to change at all.
Okay.
And this is good for us. Imagine there was nothing after 4G. There is only 4G. Then the demand would be much less. There would be no demand of new equipment, new technologies, new equipment. So 5G has come. There is all of a sudden increase in demand of equipment. There is increase in demand of services. 6G will come. It will further increase the demand and demand for equipment and services both. So this cycle will keep on continuing forever.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's it from my side. And all this for the future.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Siddhant Singh from Green Portfolio. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Siddhant?
Yeah. I'm audible, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Siddhant, you are very audible.
Sir, my first question is regarding your defense product. So could you provide an update on the current status of the defense products that are under development and what we can anticipate about contributing them as a top line of our business?
Siddhant, let me answer your first question. Products, we have electronic fuses which are now completely ready. We have already produced 200 fuses for trial testing in Army's firing ranges. We have already deposited almost 2 crores to buy ammunitions for trial, and we have asked for firing range. It needs to be fired by Bofors guns and similar kind of guns. So you need a firing range of 30, 40, 50 kilometers without habitation. So we expect that to be given to us sometime either end of this month or the next month. And the test firing will happen by the Indian Army. And we see very good potential for this product in India, but more than in India in export market. And I have not really budgeted anything in my projection for the next year or the current year, but still, though not budgeted in IOP, but I still see a very good future for this product for export even in the current financial year. As people have come to know that we are going to produce fuses, I have already started receiving inquiries for lakhs of fuses. I am already receiving inquiries. So there is a huge demand potential for these fuses from export market, which would be running into hundreds of crores. Hundreds of crores. I am already receiving inquiries, which I am not responding back right now, except general discussion. So first I want my fuse to be tested and all approved, which is certainly going to happen. But demand potential is very high, more outside India than in India, because of the global geopolitical environment which is happening, as you know very well. So I have a huge demand opportunity for fuses in my hand, number one. Number two, thermal weapon sights, which is, in a, layman's word, night vision devices for the assault rifles, machine guns and rocket launchers. We have participated in a number of tenders which are undergoing trial right now. When the trials are over, then of course tenders will be opened and we expect to receive some orders for that. Then we have radars, high capacity radio relay. Radars, as I said in my presentation, is developed by our subsidiary, 90% owned subsidiary Rediff, located in Bangalore. Those radars have been designed for various kind of applications. And this ground service radar, for example, is a real breakthrough in technology. Currently, the radars of similar kind being used are weighing 30 to 35 kgs. What we have designed with better features and better performance is weighing only 7 or 8 kgs. One man can lift and take it anywhere. So you can imagine the kind of technology innovation we have done. Now, the ground surveillance radars have got different variations also. Coastal surveillance radars. We are talking to many of the defense established firms for the supply of that. I cannot name them now, but we are talking. We have another radar coming up in next 6 months' time or so, drone detection radar. You know how important the drone warfare has become in current times. Whichever fight you see war happening anywhere in the world, drones are becoming an important method of attack. Now, therefore, detecting incoming drones is a major issue. So our drone detection radar, which is under development and is a final phase of software development, that will again have the ability to look into 10 kilometers and 100 objects can be detected simultaneously. So that is happening. Radio relay is another equipment, which is required by Army, high capacity radio relay. And for the defense, we have just installed new machines in our fiber optic cable manufacturing facility in our subsidiary HTL, which these two machines are going to produce a special type of fiber optic cables required by defense forces. If even a tank rolls over that cable, nothing happens to that cable. So that kind of a cable we will be manufacturing, which is called tactical fiber optic cable for use by the Army in the field. So these are some of the defense products I have just mentioned. Apart from that, in a system integration business for defense services in defense electronics, we have already gone through user trial readiness review by Army for upgradation of armored personnel carriers BMP-2, and we are completely successful in that. Now tender would come, we will participate, trials will happen, then only we will see the face of the order if we win. But yes, these are the opportunities ahead of us. And as I said, as much as the opportunities in Indian market, India being the third largest spender of defense, with about $90 billion of spending every year, there are huge opportunities in the export market also. So I look forward to defense business quite optimistically, but I have not projected any revenue from that in the current year, but I certainly hope we will get revenue in the current year. May not be very big because this trials and all these things are going to happen. But next year onwards, I expect defense revenue to reach to higher 3-digit numbers.
Okay, sir. And sir, do we have a confirmation for ammunition fuses? For their delivery in next month?
Sorry.
No, I didn't say next month. I said trial in next month, not delivery.
Okay.
Trial fridges ready. They are ready.
Okay, sir. And what is the average? Can you give me the average price of a fuse per fuse?
They are very difficult. There are 9 different kind of fuses, 9 different kind of prices. There is no single price. And prices also vary market to market. In India it is something, in export it is something else. So, but in a general, I can say they are from 5,000 rupees to 20,000 rupees.
Okay. And sir, my last question is that you have any plan?
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. I request you to come back for follow-up questions. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address the questions from all participants, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. The next question is from the line of Rajesh Agarwal from Manure. Please go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Rajesh, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sir, when will the substantial part of telecom products, new products will come into revenue?
So this will start from this quarter, but from Q2 onwards, it will be substantial part coming up.
Okay. It will be optic fiber or the new products?
No, as I said little earlier, it is going to be equally divided in optical fiber and the equipment both.
Okay.
It is going to be, our estimation is that it will be 2,000 crores from optical fiber cable or little more than 2,000 crores, and similarly 2,000 crores from equipment. This is going to be very, very transformative this year, Rajesh.
Okay.
First time we'll have a 4-digit number on equipment business of, in the company.
And the combined margins will be around 18 to 19%? No.
No, not. We are talking about net margin, gross margin.
No, EBITDA margins.
EBITDA margin would be something like, I would say 15% or so. 15 to 17% depending upon order to order, situation to situation.
And there will be a contribution from turnkey projects also, what we did in this quarter?
What was your question?
This quarter there's a substantial revenue from turnkey projects. So going forward also the turnkey projects also will contribute?
Yeah, current year we are looking at turnkey projects of about 1,250 plus 500.
Okay.
About 1,750 to 2,000 crores.
2,000. So the combined revenue for 24-25 may be 5,000 to 6,000 crores?
I would not do any forward guessing, but at least I can tell you we can expect 2,000 crores from equipment business.
Okay.
About same from fiber optic cable business, and again same from turnkey. Within that, order for 1,700 crores are already in my hand for equipment business. Cable orders keep on being received in small sums. It never comes in 1,000 crore or 1,200 crores or something like that. But with the revival of market, 2,000 crores plus seems to be quite certain.
Okay.
And on the turnkey side, wait a minute. On the turnkey business, we already have orders worth about 1,200 crores in hand. And there is a regular business from one of our customers, which is from last 10 years, it is coming 500 crores every year. That should continue. So that 2,000 crore is more or less assured. So if you count all these 3, 2, 2, 2, you can guess the number yourself.
So what is the reason you're so bullish on the optical side, but the traction has not been coming for last 1 or 2 years?
Look, I tell you, no, not 1 or 2 years, only 1 year. Last year was very good.
Okay.
A revenue of 2,400 crores. This year, what happened? In anticipation that the demand would be very high, the operators and distributors had accumulated stocks, and demand did not go up that high for geopolitical reasons, overall recession and all that. As a result of that, operators as well as distributors had a lot of stock with them. So that reduced the demand in the current year. With a lower consumption and stock in hand, it reduced the demand. Now that traction has started coming back again in US. Demand has already increased. If you have seen a statement by Corning pretty recently, 2-3 days ago, they are also saying the same thing. And we are also looking at the same thing in the global market. And in India, demand would be very substantially increased with this BharatNet, which is going to be announced in next 1 or 2 weeks. Tender is already there, clarification has started to be given, and I think another month or 45 days time, tender has to be submitted. So that would be huge demand opportunity in terms of fiber optic cable for Indian companies.
Okay. So I was reading a recently article by the telecom minister. He was saying that there are a lot of companies because we don't want to import telecom equipments. So a lot of companies which have come under the PLI scheme will buy from them. So when I understood Tejas, whether the products are same or not, they've got a lot of patented products. And if you see this quarterly, how Tejas has completely turned around, they've backed a lot of orders. So same thing can happen with us also?
Backed order. Tejas is Tata company, and the major order is from BSNL for this this 4G networking equipment, which is good.
Okay.
They have done good.
Okay.
And we have also got good orders, as I said,
Okay.
It's a reasonably good opportunity for all of us. And it's a minister's statement. It's right, and that is good for Indian companies.
Indian companies, right.
From India only. It's good for Indian companies like us.
So how is the bidding pipeline?
The bidding pipeline is good. With BharatNet itself would be 60,000 crores.
Okay. So that tender already has opened?
No, that is to be submitted, I believe, in about 45 days' time. Then it will get open. And finalization of that is expected in sometime in August.
Okay. So can we see the R&D facilities? No. Can we visit the R&D facilities?
Yeah, it is in Bangalore. You can certainly visit with a prior appointment.
Okay, sir. And so this time the presentation was very good. It was short and very crisp.
Visit our factory. Just go and see the Hyderabad factory. There we produce fiber and cable both with a prior appointment. You can be most welcome to visit that also.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Darshil Zaveri from Crown Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello. Thank you so much for taking my question, sir. Hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. So thank you so much. A lot of my questions have been answered. But I just wanted to ask something about our capex and our debt. So currently we are expecting 900 crores capex in the next 2 years. So what will be our debt level? How are we planning to fund it currently? So could you just give some color on that?
My CFO, Mr. V.R. Jain, would answer that.
The capex plan is around 900 crore during this financial year, and part will go to the next financial year. And this entire capex will be funded by internal accrual and some equity raise which we have already done, and the money is lying with us, and part debt. So that equity ratio, which is currently 0.24, it will remain in the same range, 0.24 to maybe 0.27, at max it will be 0.30, not more than that.
Okay, fair to say. So sir, when can we, maybe see debt reduction, because interest cost is also a substantial
Our
part
debt
of
is
our
already
cost.
very low, 0.28 is no big debt itself,
So majorly it is working capital debt, which is required for various project execution and all that, and the most part of that is in the form of LCs and bank guarantees. So the interest cost, that the finance charge includes the charges of BGs and LCs as well. It is not entirely the interest cost.
Okay. So fair enough, sir. Again, thank you so much, sir. Most of my questions have been already answered. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management is able to address the question from all participants, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. The next question is from the line of Sanjeev Dhamani from SKD Consulting. Please go ahead.
Namaskar, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Sir, thanks for the opportunity. My 2 questions are, one is regarding our debtor, that is 2,200 crore. So almost it is coming to 50% of our sales. So if we are going for 7,000 crore sales, then will our outstanding be and debtors will be as high as 50%? And
No. I tell you why. So debtors are more when you do turnkey projects. And when you have heard me saying that, next year revenue we are forecasting 4,000 crores coming from cable and products, which are not having that larger period for, recovery. So they may be, more like 60 to 90 days. 60 to 90 days, maximum 90 days. So it will not be in a level what you are just saying. It will be much lower than that.
And soon we will be recovering all this, whatever is outstanding. Will we be getting it cleared by this quarter end?
Say that again, I missed your question.
Will we be able to realize most of the monies by this quarter end of our debtor?
Quarter end, not this quarter end. It will coming up in phases. The major part is from NFS, Network for Spectrum, which we are executing for Indian Army. So part of that would be about, I would say, more than a year or so after completion of the project. And rest of the debt we will keep on realizing as we go by in time. Some are 60 days, some are 90 days.
Okay.
So something like that.
Second question is regarding making my understanding better about the fact that our ministers have said that we are introducing 6G also very soon, and all this will be and is being manufactured within India. So can I take it this way that the Himachal Futuristic is the only supplier of all these telecom exchanges and facilities of 5G?
No. We are not the only supplier. We are one of the suppliers for telecom equipment. So we are not the only supplier. Nobody can be the only supplier, number one.
On a listed place, sir, only you are listed who are supplying all these equipment and exchanges and all these things.
No, but Tejas is there who are supplying. We are there. There are a number of companies who are there.
Okay.
Not only us, number one.
But we are also equipped to completely supply the exchange and facilities to
There is nothing called exchange these days. There is nothing called exchange these days. That time is gone. It is called core and access and that kind of a transport, that kind of a network. But we are supplying not the whole network, but the part of the network. We are more on the access side and the transmission side, not on the core side. Core is, we don't have core, no Indian company has core rather. So we are having access and transmission. And there are other companies also who are doing the same business, access and transmission. But at the same point of time, 6G, to answer your 6G question, 6G developmental effort has started. Really, 6G to become commercial, it is at least 4 or 5 years away.
Okay. Thank you very much for the understanding and time given, sir. And all the best.
My pleasure, sir. My pleasure.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Saket Kapoor from Kapoor and Company. Please go ahead.
नमस्कार नाडा जी, नमस्कार जैन साहब।
आप इंतजार ही कर रहा था, आप कहाँ थे सीधे?
सर मैं तो क्यू में कतार में ही खड़ा हूँ सर, जब नंबर आएगा सभी प्रश्न
सोच ही रहा था साकेत जी कहाँ गए अभी तक?
नहीं सर, मैं आ गया सर, धन्यवाद सर। Sir, when we look at the order book split up, we find as a breakup in your presentation, 4758 is the network services, 890 crore is the product, and 2037 is the O&M. So under this network services, there is a combination of both turnkey and the product?
Yes. For example, this 1100 crores of orders for BSNL for equipment has been clubbed into what you are seeing, 4,700 crores. It is more of product, less of services, but it has been clubbed into that because it includes some part of services.
Okay. So the turnkey order book, the core turnkey order book कितनी है सर हमारी as on?
Core turnkey order book would be something like out of 7,000 crores should be something like about 4,000 crores plus something like 4,000 crores plus.
Didn't get you, sir. I'm talking about only the turnkey project. Turnkey project can be the product? Yeah.
Only turnkey portion of the project. That's what you are saying, na?
Yes.
Yeah, so that should be same.
That is 4,000 crores.
So turnkey portion and services portion of the project should be around 4,000 crores.
Yeah, I think I'm getting mistaken on that front, but I take it offline from Jain Saab. On the O&M part, sir, hello? On the O&M part, 2,037 crore, how will that start accruing the same, and how much have you booked for this financial year?
It will take about 7 years, Mr. Saket, 7 years.
Right. And from the next year itself, we will start, or when will this start kicking in?
Year itself. It has started already. Some of it is already started. It will continue through this year also.
Okay. Jain sir, I have a question on this other intangible asset and intangible asset under development. If you could just explain to us what are these two line items